Kate Delaney here of South Jersey Progressive Democrats. So this video today is going out to Donald Norcross, who is my congressional representative here in CD1. New Jersey's first congressional district is really a pretty tightly compacted district. So it's comprised of 2 Burlington County towns, a handful of Gloucester County towns, and then all of Camden County. And this makes CD1 very different than CD2. So the second congressional district here in New Jersey is actually most of South Jersey, and there are 6 different counties that are part of CD2, and it's pretty sprawling. But CD1 is different, again, mostly Camden County, and in fact, I grew up in one of those Burlington County towns that is part of CD1. So I've always been a resident of this congressional district. And I mention all of that about the landscape of Congressional District 1 because really, since it is a Camden County-centric district, this means that Donald Norcross's campaigns, again, are going to be run by the Camden County Democrats, also known as the Camden County Democratic Committee. And if you've been paying attention to the work that I've been doing and others within South Jersey Progressive Democrats, we've been making some important reforms to the way that the races are run here in Camden County. And something I've been focused on now for a number of years, not because I wanted to, but because it absolutely has to happen, is eradicating the phantom candidates that have been on our ballots now for over a decade. So there's been lots of media reporting that it's connected these phantom candidates who are real people, but they're not really running in the elections, to members of the Camden County Democratic Committee and have named, the recruiters, the people that have asked them, these phantom candidates, to just put their name down, right, not really seek office, but just act as spoilers. These phantoms are there to pull votes away from actual progressive challengers. And again, there's been lots of reporting by Politico, by the Inquirer, by others that have said that this is a scheme that has begun in the space of the Camden County Democratic Committee. So again, this is the same folks that are running Donald Norcross's races. And in fact, Donald Norcross's older brother, George Norcross, our party boss, is right now under investigation for his part in potentially running phantom candidates in this year's general election against Republicans. So again, this has been happening for years, right? The first instance of the phantoms was way back in 2010. Lots of reporting, again, that the Camden County Dems used this as a strategy to protect their guy, John Adler, against John Runyon. And they then decided, hey, let's do this against our fellow Dems. Let's run these phantom candidates in our primary elections. So this is something that I and South Jersey Progressive Democrats have had to grapple with for quite some time. And there's lots of reason to be concerned in years like the one of the election we're about to have, where Donald Norcross is up for re-election, that again, there'll be phantoms, because by far, our ballots are the most haunted when Donald Norcross is on the ballot. So don't just take my word for it. Let me show you those ballots. So this is the first time that Donald Norcross was running for Congress. This is 2016. He's there twice because he's there to fill an unexpired term, which is the way it's played here in Camden County. We call that the Camden County Shuffle. So he's there over here in column 1. And then we have real challengers over here on this side. So it's a little bit hard to read, but again, these are the real candidates here in column 7. One of the challengers is Frank Miner, the mayor of Logan Township. So these are real folks, real people that are interested in Jersey politics, in running in this race. And what do we have in between Donald and his challengers? We have all these columns of phantoms. Many, many rows of people who, again, are recruited to simply put their name down and really act as kind of just a spacer, right? That they're there to really shove the actual challengers to the edge of the page. And a lot of the candidates people that act as phantom candidates are recycled. So we see their names again and again and again. This guy here, Michael Leonetti, he lives in my town in Collingswood. He's ran as a phantom many, many times. We also see on their nominating petitions, right, the same, regular signers. So, again, we have lots and lots of columns of phantoms, and the effect is to really make it hard to find the actual opponent, the actual people running against the machine and Donald Norcross's real opponent. So this is the 2016 ballot that, again, we see all these rows are just fake candidates. And then this is the next time that Donald Norcross is running. So this is in 2018. Again, same thing, right? We see Donald in column 1. And we've got even more phantoms this go around, right? Because he's up for re-election. He's not just filling that unexpired term. So we've got 11 phantoms this go around. 11. And then, again, we have our real challengers at the edge of the page. Real people. One of the candidates is a Collingswood resident. So, again, we see just like this need to make the ballot look absurd, make it look like the only legitimate space is column 1. And I don't know, this ballot kind of makes me think of like that fairy tale, The Princess and the Pea. Like, how many cushiony layers of ghosts does Donald Norcross need to feel safe about his candidacy? Or how many layers does his brother George need to feel safe about his brother Donald's candidacy? So, you know, this is a ridiculous ballot. We talk a lot about the ballot line and how, you know, prejudicial that is to certain candidates, and that is fair, and that's true. But we also need to talk about the role that the phantoms play in the line, right? The line is terrible because they can just throw in these lists of names, right? And people don't know who they are. They just look at the one line. It looks complete. It looks legit. Just vote there. So these people that are pushed to the edge really don't have a shot. And, you know, this means, of course, if we have these people who are on our ballots but aren't really running, right, people might decide, I want to register a protest vote. I'm going to vote for these other people. And then they're throwing their vote away because these candidates are not really seeking office. They're just recruited to be there. So, again, this is going out to Donald Norcross, who will be on my primary ballot here in Collingswood and everywhere in CD1. We're at South Jersey Progressive Democrats are asking him to come out against the phantom candidates to make sure that there are no phantoms that are running against him this time. Again, this is, you know, an issue that his brother is under investigation for participating in this. And we know that this is hugely undemocratic. It really undermines the integrity of our ballots, the integrity of our votes. And if we're going to call ourselves Democrats, then we need to make sure that we are behaving in a democratic way. So Donald Norcross, I'm asking you right now to denounce phantom candidates in our elections and to not participate in any ballot scheme that would feature them. Thank you.